All right, y'all. I am here. What's up, y'all? We back live. Be sure you like, share, subscribe. What's up, y'all? We back live. Be sure you like, share, subscribe. Happy Sunday, October 6th. Happy 10/6. Happy birthday to everybody that's born today. Shout out to all the Libras. Y'all not Virgos, but again, shout out to y'all. Bless up y'all. All that good stuff. And before we get into anything, we are going to get into our Bible verse of the day. Y'all know how I do. To God be the glory for us being here. We love him. We thank him. Praise him. Give his name all the honor, the glory, and the praise. Because that's just what it is and what it shall be. So the Bible verse of the day is coming from 1 Samuel 10:6 again because it is 10:6, and we are reading from the New Living Translation for anybody in their walk of life with Christ, wherever they may be. You can read along with me on the screen. Also, the Bible verse of the day is always in the description. Be sure to check out our bags, Be a Good Steward Bible study, because the way to the bag is be a good steward of God's will and word, and that's just the bottom line. That's why you can tune in live daily, because we're gonna show up just like God shows up for us. Now I am gonna be behind the scenes doing my thing, so make sure that y'all subscribe so that y'all can tune into the chat and we can go ahead and live chat and react. But getting into our Bible verse of the day, it does say, at that time the Spirit of the Lord will come powerfully upon you, and you will prophesy with them. You will be changed into a different person. Amen. 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 And that's why I get up here and do what I got to do, because yes, you are changed to a different person. You just got to walk with the Lord, okay? Because the Spirit of the Lord is powerful. Because when the Spirit of the Lord, y'all know it's Sunday and y'all know how I get, okay? But with that being said, we thank God, and we're going to go ahead and get into our live chat of today. So grab your treats, grab your snacks, whatever the case may be. Grab your own stuff, because y'all know it's bring your own treats over here, okay? Y'all also know it's no ass skipping, and tell everybody that you know to come tune in with GOD and KD live daily. So I also woke up this morning. That's why I am a little late, because y'all, we are less than a month away into the politicking and the change of our life, and whatever the case may be, because we definitely did change of our life. So hopefully it is going to be some kind of type of change in our life. So I've been behind the scenes kind of working on some politicking this morning, because I haven't been doing it live, but I just want to make sure that I am currently up to date with what's going on. It ain't much changed. It is what it is between the two people. But I mean, the more I find out about one person, and I thought it would be the other, is why I want to bring it to y'all's attention, and why I'm feeling like Candace Owens is really my girl, because y'all can check out the community wall on my channel, where I have posted some clips from Candace Owens' channel. And I mean, the media paints her out to be such a vile person, whatever the case may be. I guess I can kind of relate, because I don't care. I'm gonna say I'm gonna say the truth, and some people can't handle it. It's a hard pill to swallow, but I'm still gonna put that pill out there. Okay, amen, amen, amen. So Candace has become my girl, and what I've seen from her channel, straight from the mouth of the Candace Owens, and she reminds me a lot of myself. Just being honest, which is why I came to do a live chat and react for her, because the more that I'm getting into it, she's really good. I don't know if she is a journalist or whatever the case may be. She just may be a truth seeker like myself in politics or whatever the case may be. She's in truth, justice, whatever the case may be. She is such a strong personality. I'm trying to think about what her sign could be, because she seems very astute. I'm trying to think, what sign could she possibly be? Because again, it's strong, and I don't know why the first thing that comes to my mind when I think of a strong black woman like Candace is Capricorn. But I don't see the deceit in her. And again, if she's an Aries, they're either extremely intelligent or extremely airheaded. So I'm like, let me see just what she is, because something about her, like I said, I resonate with what she's saying. Oh, she's 35 and she's a Taurus. Okay, because that's why I'm like Aries, but it's the April. That's why I'm like, she's extremely strong. She's the April Taurus, and she is, well, it starts on 420. So, but she's a first deacon Taurus. Very strong. That's why I say very strong willed. Okay, girl. You know, you may know what you're talking about. You may know what you're talking about, because something about her, yeah. And she's 35. Candace, girl, you a millennial like me. That's why I'm like, again, I'm resonating with the girl. That's why I'm just like, Candace Owens, I did not know it. But now I know, because I tried to stay out of politics and the news and all that kind of stuff. But now that I, again, am around the same age as Candace Owens, like I'm over 30. So at this point, I do care about politics. I do care about the state of my life and what's going on. So I bring my opinions, where they matter. my platforms. Welcome to my world. So I definitely want to start with this: who is Kamala's father? Because we always know that she talks about her mother, who had to take care of her and her sister, and all the story that she always talks about. But she never really talked about her daddy, okay? And that's the one that's supposed to give her blackness, right? Because the mama's supposed to be Indian and the daddy's supposed to be Jamaican, from what she's saying, okay? And I'm almost certain that's supposed to be the facts of the matter. But Miss Candace says she met her daddy. And if she said that, I believe that, and I want to hear what she has to say. Y'all should check out Candace's channel. Like I said, I like getting the facts from the horse's mouth because the media likes to highlight things, and most oftentimes the highlight is in the favor of whoever that news station is with that white woman that's just trying to paint Kamala as the Kamala. I don't even like saying her name correctly. Kamala. What else we call her? Whatever that woman name is, because I know she just get on my nerves. But yeah, her. She got them people acting like she's such a good woman. Please. I mean, we have people coming out just talking about how they have been harmed and incarcerated her. I didn't even know that Kamala was the one that introduced that whole truancy thing and trying to keep people in school, which a certain time I get if schools was actually doing something, but knowing that schooling and students is a billion-dollar industry and I'm trying to get that money. No, girl, Donnie trying to get that money. Again, when it comes to politics, and I'm going to just tell y'all, the state of what I'm just putting as a, my update of what's going on in politics. Kamala is for hope. Donnie is for help. That's just the bottom line. Cast your vote on the side of Donnie because, baby, I'm telling y'all, if y'all vote for Kamala, y'all will hear me on this platform talking about it all the time. So that's why I'm here to make sure everybody got their mind right, got their thinking caps on. If you got to go get you a MAGA hat to put on the right thinking cap, go get you one. Okay? We got to put our thinking caps on. Y'all know got my own, hat collection. So I'm a big fan of a collection of hats. Put your thinking cap on because it's time to get into who Miss Kamala's father is. Straight from the mouth of Miss Candace Owens. I know we are going to have an ad of sorts, so give me just a moment. Let me also see, look, I'm like, my volume ain't even up. Let me make sure it's up. Let me also change my playback speed so we can get through this because I know Candace talked for 40 minutes, so that means I'm going to talk for 80 because, baby, I like to break down everything that somebody is saying. So for the description, because y'all know I like to see what somebody's saying the video's about, she says we take a look into some mysteries around Kamala's father. And, Iran fired missiles into Israel. Okay. So she's talking about two things because I know that she does talk about, she talks about several, from what I've seen, multiple topics can be discussed at one time because the girl honestly has the intelligence to do so. And I don't even want to call it the girl, but the woman. I'm like, if I close this, will y'all still? Nah. So I was trying to get, because, baby, my list matters. So, yes, we have the playback speed set up. Like I said, y'all can check this out on my public watch later playlist. And, yeah, grab your treats, grab your snacks, all that good stuff. And let's live chat and react. I'm messing up already because I'm a one-woman revolution. Because I'm like, y'all. Oh, hold on. Press pause. Because I'm like, I don't hear anything. And that's not good for me.
Married to somebody with the last name Struggle.
Okay. So maybe it's just her. Because I'm like, hold on, baby. I don't hear anything. And that's not good. So I guess it's just that part of the show. So let's go. But see, that's why I love, just as a black woman, how she has the introduction. I liked Candace's channel of just like she's showing Candace as a baby. I love that because, again, that's something that Kamala really can't do without not telling the truth. I'm telling y'all, everything that woman says is a lie. Like somebody said, if she's not lying, she wouldn't have anything to say. And that is scary as someone that wants to be a leader. Because also, I believe it was Candace who said it. Someone that is as hungry for the power position as she is, just as even in being in the legal system like she was, is not someone that should be a leader. So that's where it gets very tricky for me. Okay, all right, but I'm starting to love Candace. Okay, girl, this is an adorable intro, but start the show. She like me, huh? This must have been a live.
That either I have.
Oh, let's go back. Look like it
All right,
started.
buckle up, boys, because we are headed to World War III. Just
See why she got to play. Not my girl say World War Three. Candace, girl, cause World War Three. That's what it seemed like, don't it? Honestly, cause like, girl,
predicted. How did I do that? Either I have a crystal ball and my name is Miss Cleo, calling me now, or this has been the most obviously planned war in the history of obviously planned wars.
y'all been keeping up, right? Cause she ain't wrong, and I'm with it when she right. Y'all been keeping up, right? Been so planned, baby. It's given since 2009, since that man BO was in office, child. Again, everybody that's always, and like somebody else also said, we have so many real, just naturally born, whatever the case may be, black women. The fact that politics is trying to force one upon us, y'all don't find that weird? Y'all don't find that suspicious? Again, I'd rather deal with Condoleezza Rice. Now, she puts her foot down, and I can't get mad at that. But, I mean, it's in the right ways, because look at the loose cannons that we got going on right now, okay?
It's actually insulting to me how obvious this is. We're going to get to the Middle East. But first, we have to take a closer look, at Donald J. Harris.
Which is her daddy. And that's why I'm like, it's so funny that she's running against a Donald, and her father's name is Donald. And again, like I said, one thing I love about Candace, the fact that her whole podcast is around just, her now, her when she was a baby. Well, I'm not going to say her whole podcast, but the imagery of it. Again, because I love that. Because when you're a black woman, you love being a black woman. And you don't have to force that upon anybody in the way of rocking my fro, like she put in. No, she said sporting my fro. Because I'm like, a black person don't say sporting. When she put that, because I'm telling you, Candace went in on this book, as she rightfully should. Especially finding out it was 2 books that Kamala wrote. And then they're different pictures, different things. Like, girl, you're really, again, they're really trying to feed us a black woman that's not really a black woman. I mean, again, she could be Indian, Irish, whatever she is, Jamaican. Who cares? Okay? But big one is stick with it.
After many of you were sending me clips of Judge Joe Brown, this is so random, speaking about how he knew Donald. And yeah, he claims that Donald was not black.
I was like, what Judge Joe Brown got to do with anything? Well, I because ain't that the one to know that's Judge Mathis. I know a crackhead when he see it. But I know Judge Joe Brown. No, but he talking about too, because that's he walks so Judge Mathis could do his thing. Yeah, because Judge Joe Brown is our Detroit player. That's the one. Yeah,
All that coming up on Candace.
Thank you, Candace.
So I am totally like a crazy person obsessed with this investigation because there is something so right in front of our face that we are stumbling upon, and this woman now scares me. I'm very scared by somebody who can just put on an entire act about...
Literally. I told y'all this is my type of girl. I'm glad she can say it. I'm glad she can admit it. Because, baby, don't nobody put no fear in me. But the fact that y'all, I'm not going to say y'all, but the fact that the majority of America is a little slow, I can tell by the comments and the way people think, it's scary. It's very scary. I told y'all I've been scared since I heard her laugh and we did it, Joe. I told y'all I've been looking at that whole since her, this bitch, what? That was the first time I was ever introduced to that woman because that was so viral. I told y'all I wasn't politicking before then, so I had no idea who she was. But the fact that that even made it across my feed is probably the first type of politicking that I've dealt with since, I say George Bush, because like I said, child, when everything else was going on, I was too young. I can't say I was too young because I was extremely young when George Bush was out. But in my teen years, I was teening. Now, like I said, I'm up in age like Miss Candace, over 30, and we on our platforms and we talking about it because a lot of people are not. And if y'all vote for this girl, but I don't know how she won the first time. Okay, because I really thought Donnie had it in the bag. But again, people like me didn't vote. But this time I see I'm going to have to because, baby, what is y'all doing? No. Again, Kamala, Hope, Donnie, help. That's just the bottom line.
Their identity, and I'm very scared about what I'm coming across through all of these files, searching things, these slight name changes, taking on different identities. It seems pretty obvious to me that we are hitting upon some sort of an organized communist cell.
Ooh, wow. Yeah, because they are making up somebody, but y'all wasn't expecting her to come back and, hey, I like the way she put it, because that's, girl, what it's giving.
Yesterday, I had asked you guys to please send me anything regarding Elvis Cambridge's marriage to Cynthia Cambridge, because I couldn't find anything about it. And somebody did find something. He changed the spelling, or maybe, if we're being nice here, the journalist got the spelling of his marriage announcement wrong, but they did find it in the Kingston Gleaner, so I just want to start there because I want to provide that update. Here it is. Elvis Cambridge's marriage announcement in the Kingston Gleaner dated June 30th, 1953.
Okay. Because I'm like, I'm not certain who these people would be in relation to Kamala, but we're going to keep seeing. And that's why we need to go back to Miss Candace page and be updated so we know the facts of the matter. I thought I was pretty caught up, but I see she done let some stuff get I just got tuned in. I need to catch up too, huh?
It reads, the wedding of Miss Cynthia Lopez, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. H.A. Lopez of, it was a little cut off here, but Bushy St. Catherine Parish, it looks like, and Mr. Alvis St. Elmo Cambridge, the son of Mr. and Mrs. U.L. Cambridge. It goes on to state elsewhere that Mr. Beavis Campbell was best man, and Mr. John Strudwick, who I recognize because that would be Carmen's husband, in case you're wondering who Carmen is, that is White Iris's sister.
Okay, because who? White Iris. Okay, because I done heard of Iris in one of her books before. I mean, and Candace telling us about the book. Because, yeah, it was Iris and a Phoenix Reed or something like that name. But I guess this is going to get us to who the daddy is, child. So let's just see. Because, again, there's just so many different stories, so many different lives. And that's why I can't believe Judge Joe Brown came out and said that her daddy not black. Because what? I mean, obviously, but I wasn't expecting Judge Joe Brown to come out and say nothing.
She was the maid of honor in their wedding, and she eventually gets married to somebody with the last name Strudwick. So John Strudwick was, in fact, the best man here. So this is a very, very close family for him to be the best man. And Raymond Stewart were ushers at the ceremony, which was performed by Reverend J. Leslie McPherson. And now even of more interest is they also have the exact same wedding song as Iris Cambridge and Oscar Harris. Again, these people seem pretty close-knit, almost a little too close-knit. But I do want
Okay, and it's Harris because she's a Harris. But the fact even she saying Raymond ushering in. It's like, how calculated is all this stuff, child?
point out there that it says Alvis Cambridge's parents are Mr. and Mrs. U.L. Cambridge. So that is either incorrect or that is an intentional deviation, or rather just not a match, because if we go back and take a look at Iris and Oscar Harris's wedding announcement, we're going to pull that up. So this is Vioris, Iris, whatever you want to call her.
She's talking about Vioris, Vioris, but she tried exactly because she got a decorative name, and I know that's all we can do. Because I'm like, and then I'm assuming the man will be, again, because he's a Harris, so it'll be somebody that's related to Kamala, whether it's her daddy, granddaddy, whatever the case may be. But these are people that she's putting in this book, and you know, trying to talk crazy to black women like Janet Jackson about her blackness, and it's just like, baby, we don't know you. That's all. That's all my girl was saying. I don't know you to be black. Why are you offended? That's it. That's all we said. I mean, you can see it in me. You can see it in Candace. You can see it in Janet. I mean, come on, baby.
Cambridge's wedding announcement to Oscar Harris, we can see that the names of the parents are different, just slightly different. We have, what was it, A.L. Cambridge?
Okay, yes, because Oscar Harris. Because her daddy ain't supposed to be Donnie Harris. Don't. And it's me reading it all. Okay. I'll walk beside you, and because I don't even think I know them songs.
Mrs. I gotta find it here. A bouquet by her father. I just don't see it in this little tidbit that you pulled up, but I'm pretty sure it's A.L. Cambridge, so they have different initials. I know that V.S. Cambridge, right there at the top. Mr. and Mrs. V.S. Cambridge versus Mr. and Mrs. U.L. Cambridge. So does that signify to us that they are not related, that they're lying about their parents' names? I could not find a Mr. and Mrs. U.L. Cambridge anywhere in St. Elizabeth Parish.
But now that we think about it, a U and a V could definitely be mistaken, because I do know some people that curve their V when they're signing their name. Like, it's not a pointed V at the bottom, it's more curved depending on where their name, what the next letter of their name is, whatever the case may be, however they decide to sign their name. So I could see where it would be mistaken as a U. I'm just saying, I could see. Maybe not, you know, trying to throw us off, but then it could be a V name to throw us off. I'm not certain.
In Jamaica at this time, and again, we cannot find Alvis's birth certificate, so it's just another huge question mark. What we do know for certain is that he was exceedingly close to Iris Cambridge. Everyone who has emailed me, and based on my own research, it looked like they were brother and sister. Now we're wondering, maybe they're first cousins. We definitely know that they spent the majority of their lives together. There are so many pictures of Alvis and White Iris hugging all throughout their lives, holding hands, all of this, which was posted under his obituary. Just so many pictures proving that the three of them, his wife Cynthia Lopez, White Iris, and him, were exceedingly close and lived in the Broward County area.
Okay. Because again, I'm just trying to picture who these people are. Because I'm like, now we talking about Broward County. Because is that not in Florida? Because I'm like, Kamala is from New York. If I'm not sorry, I'm not trying to say New York. I'm trying to say LA, the other side, the other coast. Because as a Florida girl, I'm looking at the West Coast in my mind, but for whatever reason, oh, because she was talking about her aunties and uncles from the East Coast. That's probably what it was that made New York come in my mind. Her Harlem auntie and uncle. That's not her auntie and uncle that she put in that second book. Like, why would she put it like that? Like, they were her play aunties and uncles for sure, but she put it in that book trying to make it seem like these black people were her biological auntie and uncle. Because if you're not black and know how we do aunties, uncles, cousins, sisters, whatever the case may be, you could easily be fooled and deceived.
But they traveled together here to America. They landed in Miami together aboard a ship. Now, I want to show.
Okay, so it is Florida and Miami. Because I'm like, the Florida girl in me was like, in Miami? Okay, it is. Okay. Okay. Because I'm like, I think I see where this is going then. Because I'm like, she said it came from I'm talking about came from a ship. Came by ship. That's what we'll say, via ship.
Something that's actually fascinating. So we've already deduced that for whatever reason, they, and by they I'm referring obviously to Kamala's family, particularly Donald Harris and Kamala herself, are trying to pass off via a sleight of hand white iris as black iris, okay?
Now she said they try to pass off this white iris as a black iris. Because again, why? What's the point in having to? Because that's the only one that will be a puppet. Because Condoleezza Rice definitely ain't finna be no puppet, and she definitely not finna bow down. But one, you know who another person that was a puppet? B.O. He was definitely gonna do what the white man said, so he could stay up in his spaces and do whatever the case may be. That's why I'm like, baby. Since 2009, I was just like, y'all so excited about this. Y'all don't think our life gonna go downhill from here? But again, I was a child. I wasn't even allowed to vote at this point, like legally by age. So I really didn't have no say so. But in my mind, I'm telling y'all, I spent so many nights crying. I was just like, this is not going to be good, because the state of the world that we were in 2009 was not ready for no black male president. I mean, now was the time that he should be running against Donald Trump and actually doing something to be a black man that's really a black man and not a puppet. Okay? But the more I see about that man, child, like I said, he was a puppet from the get-go, and then sitting there talking about he don't want to run from another term, but if he could sit back in his basement and put a bug in somebody else's ear and basically feed them what to do. Girl, it sound like Kamala. Because like Donnie said, baby, your plan not even your plan, it's Biden's, and it might be BO's, because baby, Biden not even alive for real. We don't know, okay? We don't know.
Break this down again, to be real careful here. Black iris is Iris Finnegan. He claims that Iris Finnegan, black.
Exactly. That's why I'm like, the Finnegan name, Finnegan, I was trying to say it, but yes. Okay, so I am following. Okay, I've been keeping up. That's why I'm like, y'all, let me bring y'all in where I've been researching and getting into it, because again, we are literally coming, like, we're less than a month away from election day. We have 86 days remaining in this year. So, I mean, it's less than 100 days. It's literally almost done. So we got to make sure that we are going into our next year set up for success, because we want help and not hope. Okay? And yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm just manifest, because I don't care what y'all think y'all want, because clearly y'all don't know, because y'all thought y'all wanted this woman to be up in here. Everything sky high, we can't live. Child, immigrants running all over the place, running amok. I mean,
Harris is Kamala's great-grandmother. She claims that it's her great-grandmother in her book, and we see no evidence of that aside from this picture, which Donald claims that he shot of Kamala sitting on her lap. I felt that Iris was the help, but we know.
So he said that he's the one that took this picture, and that's supposed to be her grandma. And they talking about, well, not they. Candace say she don't feel like that's her grandma. She feel like that's the help. Because what's the mama made? Oh, well, first of all, the mama is Indian from her daddy. So what the mama look like? What the great grandma? Would that be her grandma? Yeah. We just need to match and see if this is really her mama. Because she could be very well be the help. I'm like, I don't know. I'm looking at her dress. Like, the dress does give grandmotherly as well as the hat. But the fact that she's not looking at the camera, I don't know if that's just how they pose. Because, I mean, back then, I guess, I don't know, child. I have no idea. And the fact that the picture's in black and white, people be aggravating me, acting like these pictures are so old, they got to be in black and white. This picture was in color. Yeah. This picture was, I mean, because she was born, yeah. I mean, she only 60. Them pictures was developed in color. Mm-hmm. I don't know. It's just strange. We gonna see.
Iris Finnegan is that her maiden name is Allen. So she was born Aura Iris Allen Finnegan, okay? And then she marries, allegedly, Patrick Finnegan and takes on the Finnegan last name, okay? White Iris, on the other hand, was born Iris Cambridge and takes on the last name Harris, and she also has a baptismal name named Vioris.
Because who is that woman? That woman looks completely different from the one that we saw, even in skin tone, because you can see how much lighter Kamala's skin tone was when the woman that she was sitting on the lap. But they can't be passing off. Oh, wait. So what she's trying to say is, in the book, she's passing off that Iris is a black woman. In reality, it's this woman.
So she becomes Iris Cambridge Harris. Well, check this out, okay?
So that woman right there is somebody that literally became a Harris, who is Kamala's, that's her lineage. She's a Harris. So, because, yeah, you ain't no Finnegan girl. So why put that in there? Because they making stuff up, because the public has been dumb for so long that they've gotten away with so much that now that millennials, especially like Candace, stand up, and myself too, child, welcome to my world. Yeah, the math just doesn't math. I mean, again, it's just a matter of truth, and that's all it is. It's not like, yeah, it's just like, don't lie, just tell the truth, because have everyone's best interest at heart. It just make life easy. That's it. But when you don't do that, yes, we do have to pry into your life, especially when you're somebody that lies the way Kamala lies. Again, I call her Kamala because it's criminally offensive the way she lies. Okay, every time she says something, somebody's like, that's not the case, and they have to correct her, and she does not take correction. She then still panders on the information that she believes, which is scary. Because she's also a Libra. Because I was about to say, when is her birthday? But she's a Libra, so there's that. And she's supposed to love, truth and justice, which I can understand. But she became a prosecutor and not the defense. See, that's why it's just like, because I would think someone that would be on the prosecution. Yeah, you definitely have to have a certain personality. Because I'm just thinking, I'm like, people that are defense attorneys, they definitely want to. Even Annalise Keating was a defense attorney, and that's why I'm like, she was tough, but she always had the best interest, and she also wanted the facts. Even if she was gonna lie about them like a good lawyer supposed to do, like Tyler Perry said, us Madea, she was still going to get the facts of the matter, which we can appreciate. But her job is to get her client off. And that's just what it is, and that's why I don't participate in stuff like that.
1958, Cynthia Cambridge and her now husband, Free Mason Alves Cambridge, arrived on a first-class ship into Miami from Jamaica. And
baby, she said first-class ship from Miami to Jamaica. Child, ooh, God be with us and bless this food that I'm eating back here, amen. Because, and amen, good Lord. I'm like, and I'm so nosy. I'm still looking, because obviously the Cambridge is the one that we looking at. Okay, look, she say first class, and it definitely does say passenger list, child. Okay, baby, when I tell you I'm so close to the screen looking at all this stuff, wow, that's my what? I'm gonna grow my birthday, child. Okay, and this was in the Bahamas. Oh, no, last foreign port arrival into the United States. Okay. So the whole family came. Look. Oh, no, that's somebody else. Some Campbells. It's just the Cambridge. Okay. And then he was a passenger. Miami. I don't know what any of this stuff is, because I've never been on anything like this. Well, not in my adult life, so I wouldn't know what anything is like this is. But it also says British. Nationality and passport, say British. Like the other ones say Canada, British, Canada. Because her mama is, oh, the mama is for Canada, but that's not even that. But it's British and Canada. Well, obviously, because they be coming to the States, so they wouldn't be from the States, girl. Okay.
Aboard that ship was also Iris F. Harris. Now, pause.
Girl, and is. So Iris was on there. Nationality and passport is USC. Position is passenger. And then Miami. Okay. Okay.
What is wrong with this? Pull it back up. What is wrong with this? Her middle initial. Why on earth? Now, it makes sense that Iris and Alves and Alves' wife are all on the ship
Look, because I'm like, I don't know, Candace, but do tell. So what is her middle initial supposed to be? If not P.
together coming from Jamaica. They make a stop. The last port they stop at is Nassau, Bahamas, before they arrive into Miami. But why is Iris's middle initial F?
I thought it was a P. It's an F? I mean, it's a P? I don't know, child. I got confused.
Not born. She was never.
I'm looking for other letters because this is an F. So it is a P. Okay, and this is a P. Okay. So if that's the P, that's the F. Yeah. It's giving more P.
Married into a Finnegan family. Why did she adopt that middle
Okay, so it does look like an F. I think I can see it better now.
initial? That's huge. It's very strange that she would have done that. Remember, Donald was alleging that Black Iris, great-grandmother, right, at no point her last name would have been Harris, just Finnegan. She was born Iris or Allen, again, just reiterating that, and she became Finnegan when she got married to
Right, okay.
Patrick Finnegan. So we know that this is not her on board this ship with the Harris last name. We know for a fact that that is our white Iris who married Oscar Harris.
Okay. Which is the one that she's saying is because Oscar Harris is supposed to be her great-granddaddy, right? Yeah, because that's, if I'm not, okay, so let me keep paying attention because like I said, I'm just getting into it, but I'm here for the facts. I'm definitely here for the facts of the matter. And I'm here to present you all with the resources and the facts so we can all make our own critically acclaimed opinions so we can make informed decisions when it's time to do what we do at the polls.
But she never had a middle initial F. I think this is the earliest indication that she was taking on the identity of the help. I remain convinced that Miss Iris was in fact the help. I told you guys yesterday that we were trying to locate this older woman who wrote this comment under a YouTube video. It actually wasn't even our YouTube video. It was somebody else that was covering my content. She wrote this, if you want to pull that comment up.
Okay. She said years ago. So she's stressing years ago. As a 76-year-old. Well, maybe she knows this woman because I'm like, because it just says, I am 76 years old. Years ago, I read an article about Kamala's family of slave owners. Miss Iris was one of the house slaves of Kamala's family. When the slaves got set free, Miss Iris was old and didn't want to leave the family. Miss Iris also had a daughter who was raised in the house with Kamala's family. Kamala's parents worked out of town a lot, so Kamala was basically raised by the black women in the houses. Now, that makes more sense, especially from what I've heard about how much her parents worked and stuff like that, and why she was bussed off to the school where she was acting like she was Ruby Bridges, and even the school had to come out and say, baby, we've been integrated before that happened. We just did busing so that that everyone else could have the opportunity to come to the school. Don't act like we wasn't, already integrated. It was crazy for the school to have come out after she said act like she was the first. Act like she was Ruby Bridges. I was one of those first girls that had to be a black girl. And that girl, please shut up, girl, please. Again, crazy. Because how are you trying to steal somebody's identity in so many different ways? That's just like, who is this woman? Like, and then who is her? Who are her people? Where did they come from? Because something about all of this stuff just seems so fake. Like, did they just conjure her up in the lab? Because where did she even come from? Because what's going on here, baby? and getting back into working at a house. If I remember right, her mom was a professor in some big universities, right? That's what I heard. That's why she went to the schools that she went to, because it was close to her mom's job. Exactly. Okay. And possibly her father held a government job and traveled a lot. I can't remember where this article was, but if you find it, you have the proof you need. Okay, child.
I am 76 years old. Years ago, I read an article about Kamala's family of slave owners. Also had a daughter who was correct. Her mom was a professor in some big universities, and possibly her father held a government job and traveled a lot. I can't remember where the article to her and see if she can recall where this was published, because that so fits into everything that I've been saying. And like I said, part of this was just me exploring my own heritage. I told you my grandfather obviously was one of these families after slavery was abolished that opted in North Carolina. His family opted to just stay and continue working as sharecroppers.
Okay. So I'm not mad at that, especially because she married to a white man, so I'm sure she is, which kind of makes me feel like, girl, is that what I need? What are you saying? How's that going, girl? I'm sure he love it. Yeah, he'll be all right, right? Yeah. Reparations, right? I'm not playing. Get it, girl. But, because again, that's something like from everything that I've discovered with this woman. What that 76-year-old saying does match up with what the history of what this woman is putting out there has been saying, and everybody's just like, it's not what she's putting it out to be, though. Like, yep, it's crazy.
And so they worked on the same family that had enslaved them, they now worked for. So that makes sense. What that woman posted makes sense, but a YouTube comment is not proof. I do think seeing Iris F. Finnegan is some early indication. Now, there's even more proof, of course, that at the very least, the bare minimum, Kamala Harris is not black. It isn't just Janet Jackson. Funny who the media picks on, who the media stays away from.
Because she not playing about our girl Janet, and that's what really made me love her. My girl said, nobody mess with Janet Jackson. As soon as you did it, all bets were off. It's like, we try to give you a pass, but when you come to a black woman that being a black woman, oh, the real black woman finna come after you, baby. Because what you think this was? What did you think this was? For real.
Because Judge Joe Brown has the credentials. This is a person that they know is intelligent, has had a talk show on TV, I guess you could say a judge show on TV for a very long time. And many of you guys were emailing me clips of him on the show discussing the fact that he knew Kamala's father and that he just simply knows that the family is not black.
So other people gave her this information, and that's what people probably don't like about her, because she doesn't even have to go seek. The information finds her because people send it to her. And that's why I'm like, I think she's just a truth seeker, especially now she's an earth sign like me. But y'all know how, like I said, I done had experiences with Taurus women. As I said, extremely astute, though. It all made sense, again, especially for her to be an April Taurus, again, because I was like, she's very strong, she's very astute. I didn't expect a Tauran woman to be as... I hate to say it like that, because honestly, I have met some extremely intelligent Taurus women. It just depends. It's definitely hit or miss. That's all I'm like, especially if it's for her to be on that April like an Aries. Yeah, it's hit or miss.
Take a listen to this first clip before we jump into the second one.
Oh, and she gonna give us some information. That's all I'm like, that's my kind of girl. Come on, girl.
She was everybody's favorite.
And it's on Art of Dialogue. If y'all don't know, now y'all know. I love reacting to the Art of Dialogue stuff, because people love going on that channel and being so truthful. It's kind of like a Vlad TV, but with reality. Or Soft White Underbelly, but without the sadness in people's stories. It's just the truth. It's the Art of Dialogue. I really love their YouTube channel.
Hindu Indian prosecutor.
And I have heard him talk about that, and I'm glad that was brought up, because I do remember this clip specifically. Now that he said the idiot prosecutor thing, that definitely rang the bells, especially when he shook his head. It was like, yeah, I do remember that, because it was just like, you were supposed to be that, now you're supposed to be this, and it becomes a lot to keep up with.
And attorney general and senator, and now she becomes black. But, I met her daddy. Fine gentleman, Professor Harris.
I met her daddy. So that was the quote. Candace didn't meet her daddy. She's quoting, and that's why this is in quotes. I met her daddy, and that's why her title is Who is Kamala's Father. I like the work you do, Candace. I'll definitely tell you that. That's why I'm just like, this is my kind of girl. I because she's a touring woman and they are very scarring to me, I would be afraid to be her friend in life. Cause it's like, how are you friends with someone in business but not in life? It could happen. I'm just saying, if child, if I had to do a show with the woman, would I do it? Yeah, yeah.
And the problem with her being black is Professor Harris says he's Caucasian.
What? I thought he. Wait a minute. I wasn't expecting that. It's one thing to be Jamaican. It's one thing to be Jamaican. Hold on. Okay, but hold on. Cause I'm like, cause ain't her daddy name supposed to be Donald? Cause he said Professor. No, yeah, he said her daddy, Professor Harris. Cause her father. No, was it her father? No, because he said Professor Harris. Like I said, I know the mom. They said the mom was, a professor at the universities. I think it was Cambridge or something like that. I'm not certain. But I don't know. I don't even know where Cambridge. Child, hold on. Don't give me the line. But I might be right. I don't know.
Mixed Irish and Hindu.
And that's where the whole Irish thing came from. Oh, are you certain though? Because we know that the mother is. So is the father mixed and the mother is fully Indian or whatever the case may be?
He doesn't have any black ancestors, but his Irish ancestors owned a lot of slaves in Jamaica.
What? Judge Joe Brown, I was not ready for you to say that. So that's where the story comes from. Wow. The slave, wow.
And had them to work on plantation. So if mama is on the birth certificate listed as a Caucasian, daddy says he's a Caucasian Hindu.
Well, the mama says she's Indian. The mom says she's Indian. The dad says, so where would the Jamaican come from? Obviously, we just said it, the slavery girl. But what in the lies of it all? Come a liar. That's what I'm going to call her. Because I don't even know what her name is for real. That's why I'm like, I want to hear her say her name so I can see the pronunciation. I don't know if it's, I don't even want to say it. Because her name is Kamala or Kamaliar. Look, and I'm like, and no one can say anything to me about it. Because when I tell you, I am not ready for the next part of whatever Judge Joe Brown is about to tell us about this man. Because I'm like, just sitting there and telling us this, Jesus.
And has no black ancestors. How did she get to be black?
I mean, the math is not mathing. How did she become black? It doesn't.
The math is not mathing because how? Right. Because again, that's all I can't believe that Jamaica came in from slavery. And again, it has nothing to do with you but the ownership of them. And you're claiming that as your lineage. It's so strange. That's why I'm like, again, first of all, if you have this identity crisis within yourself, first of all, you don't need to lead nobody because you need to work on yourself. And that's just that on that. Like I said, she's already a puppet, honey, okay? Again, the child, Donnie, we thought it was Biden that was in her ear. Child, it's Barack. That's what it seemed like, and that's just my opinion. Say my opinions where they matter, okay? Here we are. Welcome to my world and my channel because,
It makes sense, okay? It only makes sense if you stole the identity of the help, which is so sick, so twisted, so diabolical.
Exactly. That's what I'm reading right along with you, baby. Y'all know everybody be thinking they on the same page to people in a whole different book. Baby, reading right along. Point your finger on the words. Yes, ma'am. Because why do you have an identity crisis like this? Because again, now you've made your political stance, you being a black woman, versus your policies. They suck anyway. So that's why they made her get up there and pretend to be a black woman. Because she's racially ambiguous enough, and that's what America is used to. Because you don't know what she is. So for her to say she's Indian, okay. And then for her to say she's something else, I promise you I can see Irish more than black. Yeah. I could definitely see Indian and Irish versus Indian and black. Cause I'm just thinking, mm, no, no, and it's definitely not American black. That's why they chose one of them island blacks. I'm like, not as if American black. Well, I guess American black is a real thing because it would be the indigenous. So there's that.
So offensive that we demand a response to this. Like I said, if a single black person is okay with this and votes for her because the media simply decided to make her black, to essentially wave a little Harry Potter wand and go, oh, okay, we just need you to be black because we need those black votes, right? And you're okay with that, you should really re-examine your life.
Amen. 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 I'm looking just like that behind the scenes. That's how I feel. That's how I come on here. And that's why we have these discussions on the live chat and reacts because absolutely correct. That's why I'm like, if y'all get out there and vote for Kamala, I'm always gonna have something to say about it. And that's just the bottom line. I'm always gonna have something to say about it because I have something to say about it now, and it's everything that Candace is saying, and she's well versed. Okay, that's why I'm just using her words. Like, yes, that's exactly what I'm trying to say. Because Lord knows I don't have the words, but He provides vessels like Candace that has them, and we relay them in such manner. Because absolutely. And I love that she does it fearlessly. I love that she does it boldly. I'm a big fan of that. And a lot of people fear that. And that's why I said I see why a lot of people don't like her. And I see why a lot of people fear me. I get it. But I don't care. There's nothing I can do about it because right is right and wrong is wrong. And she stands on the side of right. And that's why I'm like, I can't believe Kamala could even be a Libra who is supposed to love, justice and truth and all this kind of stuff. But she is literally like a dark soul. That's why I'm like, is she even real? Because again, is Joe alive and is she real? First of all, is giving Decepticons. Because that's why I'm like, where did they find her at? Where did she come? Like, how did she get like this? That is the question that we want to know, because at least we can see step by step how Donnie got to be who he got to be, because we know his people like this. Your parents gave you this, like, who is in, but her, we don't have that same luxury. Like, who knows her parents? I'm like, and I guess we can't say because she's not a quote unquote celebrity like he was, or someone that was in the limelight. I guess because, yeah, we don't know prosecutors' families and stuff like that. But then some of them we do, because especially if they come from a lineage of people that do these things. And her mom was supposed to be a professor and stuff like that. Who was in the class? Or if the daddy was supposed to be a professor, who was in the class? Well, like he said, Judge Joe Brown said he knows, so at least we know. Look, because I'm talking about, is she real? I guess she real. She just a Decepticon at the end of the day. But like Judge O'Brien said, he knows him, and he child probably looked like the white iris that we saw. Sheesh.
You should deeply spiritually search within yourself to determine what is wrong with you, that you would allow this sleight of hand to allow to compel you to vote for this woman, despite her horrific record, by the way, of locking up black men.
And not only that, again, finding out that she was the one that put that truancy in effect. Again, I understand making children go to school is the best thing, but one, them schools ain't talking about nothing. That, it ain't talking about nothing. I'm not saying that they should skip school or anything like that, but I'm saying that arresting parents because children are skipping school, or, I mean, one of them was having medical issues and the mother still, ended up having to get arrested and go through court and all this other kind of stuff. And they ended up having to find it unconstitutional. But like the mother said, she had to go through that for 2 years after being arrested, and they had to find it unconstitutional. 2 years. This woman got arrested because her daughter has sickle cell and spent a lot of time out of school. So when Kamala wants to put this truancy order in effect because this child who has a doctor's order and has sickle cell and is getting blood transfusions every 3 weeks, so basically once a freaking month, to stay a freaking alive, okay, baby, she not worried about no school. But then in that same video, they were talking about how Kamala was talking about how $1.5 billion was not being given in funding because of the students that were not in school. So her whole point is objective is to get them in school, because like she said, I'm about that money, but not in this way. Like, at least Dottie do it in a different way that really don't affect nobody except, the people that it should, in the manner that it should. Okay, they tariffs are they tariffs, our taxes are our taxes, because why didn't they even have tariffs for real to begin with? They the ones that got the money. So he's trying to make it make dollars and cents, and I can appreciate that. Again, my bottom line of where this politics is standing at is seeming like Kamala is hope and Donnie is help. That's just the best way that I could put it. I'm like, don't be swayed by none of this kind of stuff, because baby, you either want hope or you want help. That's where the two pole options are at. Wherever you go at, you want hope or you want help. And baby, I'm on the side of help. I got hope. I got a God. Okay, do your job, baby. Help. Do your job, because what she's not doing right now. Because why are we living like this? Why is everything sky high? We can't even afford to have fun for real. Can't even afford to enjoy, to live life. You so stressed out, overworked, stressed, depressed, weight up and down, can't keep anything down. 2 miscarriages. You never said anything. If you know, you know. Okay? Because you can name that movie, but I'm just saying. It's really giving that out here. It's really giving hard out here for a pimp. And if it's hard out here for a pimp, it's hard for everybody. Like, for real.
Who is this woman? 2 parents that were committed communists. Who is this woman? And that's not all Judge Joe Brown had to say in the matter of Kamala Harris. Take a listen.
And the birth certificate that she has is interesting because the confusion comes from a mistake. On the birth certificate, it lists the mother's race as Caucasian.
Okay. Maybe because back then it was just black and white or other, and because she wasn't Asian, she was maybe, Caucasus, whatever. I don't know. I guess they could have put Indian, but that is a mistake, yeah, for her to be listed as Caucasus.
National origin India, and religion Hindu. For the
What? That's all on the birth certificate? Religion Hindu? Because mom don't say all that.
father, it does not list national origin. It does not list religion. It does not list anything about that, but where it says race, they put national origin in Jamaica by mistake.
So how does he even know that's a mistake? But I didn't even know they asked these things. That's why I'm like, really? Because that's why I'm like, my birth certificate just got like my name, my date of birth, my parents' names, mom, dad. I don't recall seeing all that other kind of stuff on there.
Now, if you've ever been to Jamaica, and you go,
I'm like, even say the date that the birth certificate was filed on. Because why it took them like 3 days or something to register me. I guess, I don't know, because they put my mom at the hospital that same day. That's why I'm just like, baby, what was you? Child, she was only 19. I gonna give the baby a hard time. She did her big one though. Hey, girl.
St. Elizabeth Parish, you see all the high bright and white. They live in Jamaica.
That scared me. I don't even know what he said that scared me. Because what? How did he even get there?
So I've got a good friend retired from law enforcement. He has a white wife, blonde hair, blue eyes, but she was born in Jamaica. Her parents were born in Jamaica. One.
Okay, I get what he's saying. Oh. Who was this man born in Jamaica? Oh, because he did come from the Bahamas as far as the port. Because they could just be wrong. Wow. Because it was the last port. And then they had... Wow.
Blonde and blue-eyed, the other one's red-haired and gray-eyed, and they happen to be related to the King of England because they are aristocrats in England, but they were born in Jamaica. It's not unusual.
So that's why it says British. Okay, so wait. They were upperclassmen in England. Wow. Wow. It's even the fact that Judge Joe Brown knows this about this woman is very interesting.
You're not black just because you're from Jamaica. And
Amen. Just because he was born in Jamaica as a British, England aristocrat, does not make him Jamaican. Culturally, environmentally, he can say he's like mixed with, but because I could understand why he would have no ties at all to New England. but still the lineage, because that would be his parents' fault that he has no ties to New England, because even though he lives in one place, his parents should still uphold who they are and just live in whatever society that is. This, see, it's such a strange place. Why would they do this to people, to even have to just think about stuff like this? Strange.
You have a whole lot of white people that never left, and their ancestors owned a lot of slaves. The Maroons went up into the hill country and got themselves free back in the 1840s, but, other than that, it is what it is in Jamaica. So just because you're from that country does not mean you are of the black race. So the problem is why don't you go get your daddy to give you an affidavit that you have a black ancestor?
Not why don't you go get your daddy to give you an affidavit. Whoo! Signed, sealed, and delivered. That you actually have any black lineage. Chills. I mean, piloerections, chills, honey. Arms, legs, everything. This is wow. Because to hear this from a judge, especially Judge O'Brown, wow.
And since the only possible claim you have is through your great-grandmother, who he says was a Hindu house servant, it just happens to be swarthy, where'd you get your blackness from? See, you're faking it again.
Hindu house servant.
And he said, you faking it again. It's again for me. It's again. Because he over her like me. So over it. When I tell you I'm so over it, it's just like, girl, let it go. Like, the gig is up. You just let it go. I don't understand what her point. Like, why do you have to be black? I mean, I get it. I mean, I would want to be black too if I wasn't black. I get it. I get it. But I'm just saying, thank God I'm black. But like, it's just never that serious. And this is why God made us born blind to begin with, because it's just never that serious.
But they are alleging that Iris was, and I am telling you, the fact that I just picked up on that in a vibe and a picture, do not tell me women do not have good gut instincts. I was just like, there's just something about the photo. It just wasn't loving. It felt very much like the help who got close with the kids but didn't want to be too close to the kids because...
What's up, Maddie? Welcome to the live. I am just learning about Candace. I do agree. She is extremely intelligent. I am very interested. It all came together because I'm like, she's intelligent and I am interested. I've kind of had, I don't want to say a fear of her, but the media has painted her out to be such a vile person that I've honestly stayed away. But from what I am gathering of this woman, she is chef's kiss. I definitely hope you have a nice Sunday as well. Oh, I'm glad you went to church. Oh my goodness. Okay, so you're out there saving lives, getting you some money for saving lives, as you should. Definitely stay safe, stay prayed up, and it looks like you got a busy day. Yeah, you've had to be to church, you've had to get the plasma. Maddie's getting to the money. I'm like, make sure y'all tune into my guy Maddie. Maddie's a cool guy.
You never know when the mom's gonna get upset because you're too close to the kids, kind of a kid situation. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? A lot of the stuff is just common sense, but it's just not that common anymore. People are just like, I cannot believe my own eyes. I need to read the media, and CNN says that she's Jamaican. And
Yeah. Because I'm like, yeah, I think there are people, because I don't know. I can't say that I don't know what this woman's heritage, lineage, anything is, because I don't know if she is. Ooh, okay, $100 for 45. Oh, wow. Oh my goodness. Never mind. I was gonna say, I'm like, man, that's technically, cause I'm like, you get income for that. You should file that on your taxes. If you don't, you could get you a little something back for giving that. That's why I'm just like, wow. But $100? Wow, that's cool. I'm like, I love stuff like that because I've had to have like 2 blood transfusions. So, like I said, people that give blood, plasma, stuff like that, I greatly appreciate it. I am not a needle person and I'm so scary, but I'm glad that you can do stuff like that because I'm like, that's really good. There are people that need blood, plasma. Like I said, I was one having emergency surgery. Shoot, need an emergency blood transfusion. And life is crazy. And that's why I'm like, we have to be ready for this election. So we go into a better 2025. We got to make America great again because it's too expensive for me to live here, y'all. I don't like it. Turn the prices down immediately. Turn the prices down and the wages up immediately. Now.
People were just confused. Like, they were literally asking the question, she was in Jamaica. How can you say that she's not black? How can you even ask me this question? Like, where is your common sense? If I up and move to Sweden, I get to suddenly say I'm white? What's wrong with you guys? This is like common sense. Of course, there are white people in Jamaica. There are white people everywhere. There are white people in Africa. Does not make them black. Elon Musk is not a strong black man.
That is funny because that is very much the case. Elon Musk, what's my other girl that's born in South Africa? Scarlett Johansson, is that how you pronounce it? But it's so many, just model beautiful. A couple of them are, from South Africa, but the South African, white people. That makes them African, but that does not make them black. She's right. They're still white Africans. Just like we have white Americans and black Americans. I'm glad she said that. I'm definitely glad she said that. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh my goodness. Because I'm like, oh my goodness. Maddie said, I shouted you out and made you a moderator. So let me make my guy moderator on my channel. Add as moderator. Maddie's now a moderator because I did see that you shouted me out and I was just like, my heart was just so full. Yeah, that's why I had to leave my comment. That's why I'm like, I'm so proud of you and I'm so appreciative because I was not expecting that. I want to ask you, how did you even do that? Because I see people do that all the time and I don't even know how to get the comments like on. That's why my comments are on the side, just on the chat, because I don't know how to do it like y'all do when you get to pin it and stuff like that. No, 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 no. She's not half black. She's just from Africa. I think that's the one that I'm thinking about. See, that's why I'm like, don't get me to lying. Hold on. Scarlett, I'm pretty sure she's from South Africa, but that's what we saying. She not black just because she's from Africa. If she's the one, no, it's the one that was married to Seal, Heidi Klum. Heidi Klum, that's who it is. Because it says she's an American actress. My bad. See, I'm over here lying. That's why I'm glad I checked because it's Heidi Klum. German. Hold on, cause now I'm like, well, who is it then? South African model and actress. Cause I'm like, who is it at this point that I'm thinking about? Cause she's a beautiful white woman. Okay, cause I don't even know if I know any. Child, I'm just making people from me. Is this her? Is this who I'm thinking about? Cause I know she's a Victoria's Secret model. No. Who is this woman? Because I think it's her. I don't even know who this is. Who is this? Here they go with these cookies. Leave me alone. Don't sell none of my information. And child, yeah, just the essential cookies. And make sure they ain't trying to put nothing else on here. Okay, it's got to be this woman. This is the woman that I'm talking about. What is Charlize Theron? That's the one. Charlize Theron. That's the one that I'm thinking about. Is South African, is stunning, but just because she's African, you see, South African American actress and producer. Her is Charlize. Okay. That don't make her black. That just make her South African. So that's why I get what they saying, Kamala. No, at this point she's Kamala. Just because your daddy was born in Jamaica doesn't make him black. He's just a British man that was born in Jamaica. And now that we've got that out the way, I'm like, let's get back into it.
As much as I would love for him to be able to say he's a strong black man to really upset the left, that's just not the circumstance. There's no version of reality that we exist in. And so this is fascinating.
It is. Yes. That's why I'm like, that's exactly why I love her. She's definitely a good actress. But see, even when I pin mine, because I have my own. Well, hold on, because I'm like, I should have my own comment pinned because I typically do. I typically pin the bring your own treats comment, but I'm like, it still doesn't pop up on my screen like y'all's does. And I think that's really cool how y'all's does that. So, and this is the only way that I could get mine on the screen. So that's why I let him hang out like that. Oh, and you're also doing it on the iPhone. Okay, because I am on my laptop. I either use my laptop or I use my iPad to stream. I don't use my phone at all. So maybe that's how y'all get to do that. Oh, that's cool. Okay. I don't have enough memory space on my phone to have the iPad. Oh, I'm sorry, the YouTube app. So that's why I just put y'all on the screen.
Fascinating because this shows you a tremendous character flaw that we are stumbling upon. And
Ooh, and I love the way she put it because that's why this is important to us in this upcoming election year about Kamala, because it definitely shows character flaws. That's why I'm like, I honestly don't even know what she's done as far as the legal system and people, saying, oh, well, she locks black men up. Even Candace just said that. All I know was the woman that came out in the interview that said, she locked me up for truancy. I went through it for 2 years, and they said that it was unconstitutional in the end. So that was pretty much all I'm really, like I said, I'm really just catching up now. And from what I know, like I said, just starting off from the debate, just knowing that everything that she said was hurtled back at her as incorrect was a red flag in itself for me. I told y'all I've had a red flag with this woman since we did it, Joe, and that laugh. It's unsettling because I don't even want to call it scary or nerve and nothing like that because I don't want her to think she has that much, But it's definitely unnerving that someone with such character flaw will want to be in such high position because of the detriment that it could bring the general public. And that's just where, like I said, where it's just like stand up because we have less than a month until it's time to change for the next 4 years.
person that will steal an identity, like I said, a true communist trade. This is what they did. They were the best at it. They always took on different names. They took on different identities. They would style themselves differently. You have to remember that there was this influx of people also that were coming in from Russia. So many of the ills that we have in society today is because we received so many immigrants and there was no correct process of filtration to determine which one of these psychos, amongst these people, how many of these people were the absolute psychos that were mass murdering Christians.
Wow. Wasn't expecting her to go there, but I'm glad she did. I'm definitely glad she did go there because just again, yes, she does take on the identity, not only for herself but for this whole family that she's made up. That's why I'm like, I mean, I guess they taught her that. Ooh, well, that's what's even more unnerving. Because yeah, she could just be doing what she was taught, and that's why she acts like that. Yeah, because if someone told you that this was your identity growing up and this is what you're supposed to do and this is how you're supposed to act, but behind the scenes, it's a completely different thing. Wow. Chills. Chills.
Okay, mass murdering Christians leading up and after World War II and throwing us into gulags versus people that were actually escaping for freedom. There was no method. There was just an open season of people moving around the world. This is what happens at the end of wars. This is why wars are dangerous. This is why you cannot detach war from various refugees crises.
Okay, Miss Candace. Okay, because that's when it would happen, right? Because why would you want to do that if everything is fine, but it's not? So yeah, after what? Whether it's by force or choice, whether it's by fear of what may happen, or whether it's just a wanting for better, it's definitely, especially after war, yeah. Wow, just open my mind up to something because I didn't even think about it just in that manner as for being what it is. Okay.
What refugees crises implicate is that people who are bad can slip in through country borders. That is why wars are problematic, and I can't stand the war class that constantly is arguing for more wars.
Yeah, that's very unnerving to me too. It's just kind of like people when we were coming into 2024 and they were, doing an interview with the rappers and asking them, even if it was the female, I think it was about female rappers, just like, do you feel like there should be more beef in the industry and stuff like that? And everybody was like, yeah. And it's just like, huh? Why are y'all trying to make money off beef? Like, that is very strange. Like, everybody's just like, it's too calm right now. It ain't nothing. Well, then make some good music. Get hype off really having some good music. You shouldn't have to get hype off any beef. That was very strange to me. But I could also see where that could come into play in instances like this as well because, girl, Again, she could have been taught this. She could have been taught wrong, because we've even seen it with Cam Newton got up on there. And we've seen Dr. Pick-Me's. This world is full of strange individuals. Because like I said, the fact that she could get up there and just lie, like her name is, Krimala, okay, because it's criminally offensive to lie so much. Come a liar. Again, the path of socio is kind of what I'm looking at. That's why I'm like, looking at Donnie for what it is, just what it is. Like, he's just making the best out of what he got going on here. And I can get jiggy with that. Like, he's like me. He hangs out with his skeletons on spooky season. He doesn't hide them in the closet. They got outfits on, and the best of the best outfits. Our skeletons hang out with us. They're not hidden in the closet. And people cannot handle that, because when they see you walking around with a skeleton, they looking at you like you crazy. But it's just like, if only you had the galls, the nerve, the gumption to actually not care what anyone thinks or says about you. That is the ultimate power. And that's why Donnie don't care about what nobody got to say about him, win, lose, draw. And that's what I can admire, because I have that same, nerve, gall, gumption. Like I said, baby, I literally, spooky season. My boy Ben, that skeleton is definitely hanging out. What are we talking about? We outside. Spookies back up. It's a must. We outside. Okay, and it's really spooky season, because y'all, it's literally, like I said, we are less than a month away from election day. Whoo. Vote right. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. I don't know if I meant to say it like that, because there are actually sides. I meant correctly. Vote correctly. Hold on. Political party sides. Because hold on. Wait a minute. We talking about vote right. In the U.S., two parties. Baby, which one is right and left? Hold on. Because I don't really know. We can learn, okay? The left ring. That's what it is. It's a ring. Baby, Democrat or Republican? Freedom, equality, fraternity, rights, progress, reform, internationalism. While the right ring is characterized by authority, hierarchy, order, duty, tradition, nationalism. This seemed like yeah, this one giving Democrat, this one giving Republican. So I'm like, what are they trying to say? Right? Hold on, because maybe that is, where's the picture at? Okay, yeah, I think this is my favorite picture. That's the one that helped me out. Actually, let me just make it bigger, like this. Right. Traditional. I'm like, okay. Republican. Okay, so yeah, the right Republican. Okay, then yeah, vote right. Vote right. That's why it's right, the right side, correctly. Yeah, because I'm like, this one is the Democrat, right? Because this one says Republican, so this got to be the Republican side. Yeah. Vote right. Vote. The Hawks or Dove. Yeah, we got the hunt. See, that's why I be help. Help and hope. Yeah, we definitely on the right side. Yeah, this us over here. This definitely us. Yeah. Yeah, we don't interfere with people's social lives or society. Yep. Okay, they don't either, and that's good. Okay, but still. Because once things is right, you shouldn't have to change them. If you do right, you shouldn't have to change it. There you go. That's what it is. That's the bottom line. That's exactly what it is right there. All right, so now let's get back into it.
Get to that, okay? So by the way, everything he just said makes complete sense if our suspicions are correct, right? Iris Cambridge is Irish. She is. And Oscar Harris is mixed Irish. That would make Donald Harris majority white.
Well, one thing about it, does he look like a white man to me? Not in full. Not in full. Either he's extremely tan. Because I'm trying to take away the color to see if he would still look like a white man to me. And I'm like, kind of, yeah, I can see it. Because I'm like, maybe that is just a Jamaican tan from his upbringing. Because I'm like, when I squint, yeah, I could still see a white man. Yeah. Okay.
So if Kamala has a majority white father and an allegedly fully Indian mother, who I have my suspicions about, but I'm still taking my time to investigate her mother. I know I promised you that would be today, but I just want to dot my I's and cross my T's.
Girl, what suspicions you got about the mama? Because I'm almost certain we were certain that the mama was Indian.
And that would make her indeed Indian Irish, just as Judge Joe Brown recalls. And again, this would be such an easy thing for Donald J. Harris to speak out against. You have two educated people. He'd be like, hey, Judge Joe Brown, what are you talking about? Why are you lying? Do you really think a judge would go on air and say all of those things?
No, and that's very true too. Because she should have stepped to Judge Joe Brown and been like, your information is incorrect. But how do you because she is the what, prosecution? Yeah, she know what it's like going up against a judge. That's why she ain't even gonna say no. That's crazy. Cause he is out there talking about her daddy white. Her dad, no, he said Caucasian. He said he's a caucus man. So like, girl, you ain't gonna say, you just gonna let him say that about your daddy? You gonna find that weird? You ain't got nothing to say about it? Cause you got something to say about everything about Donnie, all up in his personal life, all up in his business. That don't got nothing to do about you. Cause baby, what he do in his personal life, you know, it ain't harming nobody. Okay. Now I'm hoping my boy wasn't that than that. But yeah, he is a lesser evil than her. That's
Risking his reputation, his professional reputation, by just lying boldly. And to what end, by the way? Why would Judge Joe Brown, right? Just again, common sense. Let's invoke a little bit of common sense here. Why would Judge Joe Brown want to come out and claim that he knew that Donald J. Harris was not black? Why would he come out and claim that Kamala Harris was not black? How does that serve anything?
Right. What would that do for him to say she's not black? Nothing. Ain't gonna do nothing at all. Nothing.
He would want her to be black, right? He would love the idea of the first black female president. This is sick and this is disturbing. But by the way,
and that's very true, because he definitely would love the first female black president. Because yes, we look forward to that, but it's somebody that would actually be it, not someone that they made to be. Again, Condoleezza Rice will be perfect, but she's not a puppet.
just speaking of that genealogy, speaking of the very likely conclusion that she is majority Irish, that Donald J. Harris is majority Irish, it would also explain why the aforementioned Chris Harris, who signed off on Oscar Harris's death certificate.
Because I'm looking at him. He look white.
As his son, that's him.
Okay, yeah, they look like father and son. And they British too. But they were from Jamaica. So I'm like, are these people real? They made these people up. Because I'm like, I guess it happens. But they still don't. That's a weird group of people.
These people look like Kamala's relatives. This would be Donald J. Harris's brother, who he intentionally chose not to mention in his piece, probably because, we're trying to make everybody think that Kamala is black. We need the help. We don't need the actual relatives. And this would be an actual relative. That man is extremely light.
Not that man is extremely light. And why not just put these pictures in your book? You want to put aunties, uncles, people that you don't even call grandma. It's just by name in there. We don't say sitting on my granny lap. We say some bullcrap. Sport in my fro. Black people don't say sport in my fro. That's why I'm like, that's so strange, girl. Especially to add that in the second rendition of the book.
That man looks like he could be majority white, just as all of the documentation that we have is pointing to. That man would be the son of Iris Harris, who sold that middle initial for whatever reason and became Iris F. Harris on a ship manifest. And speaking of Donald Harris, by the way, I brought this up to you yesterday. What little we can find.
Right, because why would she change her name? Or maybe, whoever put it in there, put it in it correctly. Because I don't know what it was supposed to be. But, or maybe she was trying to escape from something.
About him points to the fact that he may have been involved in drama and theater. We were able to confirm him as a student at the Titchfield Secondary School, so that would be like the equivalent to a high school here. This is an article that we found from June of 1955, and you can see highlighted, that Donald Harris is listed under boys under 19. So in 1955, he would have been 17 years old, and you can see that he's listed under a Festival of Arts concert, big event.
Girl, because I'm like, baby, research went in there because, wow, this old behind article, and they did a lot of writing. This was probably on the typewriter too. I mean, I don't know, but I'm just saying. Wow. I love this kind of old journalism. And it does say Donald Harris. It sure does. Sure does.
And then we found another article from 1960, and I think this could be Donald Harris because we haven't been able to find any other Donald Harrises in Jamaica around.
Well, everybody in this picture look black, I tell you that. Maybe not them on this side, but definitely this one. Y'all know which one's supposed to be her daddy. But honey,
This time, but he's again in a play. I couldn't read it too close. It looks like it's called Terminus there. On the left-hand side, he's playing one of the attendants in the play that has this scene that's at the portal of death. It says that they are performing the last rites, and that the play was written by a 20-year-old named Dennis Scott. So what are we to conclude from all of this? The reason why I'm bringing up the fact that he may be in the arts is because this was a focus for a lot of communists. Like,
oh, because I didn't know that. And that's what she's trying to say. They are performative and steal people's identities and personalities and whatever the case may be.
Able to sell yourself. It is something that I have brought up on the show many times. If you begin to look into the history of a lot of these world leaders who look to me like D-list actors who...
She said, look to me like D-list actors. Wow. She's not wrong. She's not wrong. But wow. Because I honestly don't know too much about that history. It's not my favorite thing. That's why I try to stay out of politics. I've always looked at it as we need to stay out of it, so we don't even have that kind of stuff in our mind to even do it. But everybody doesn't have that notion. So now I have to again tap in. But I've always tried to steer away from it because I've always seen it as very negative. Rightfully so, because it is. But I am the change that I wish to see in the world, so I gotta learn, and here we are.
Behave like D-list actors. Don't even get me started on Zelensky constantly wearing military fatigues because he's trying to sell to us that he just needs more and more money and he's really down in the trenches.
Because I'm just like, so that would be why, yeah, she's definitely trying to sell herself. I grew up with a mother, very poor, and she took care of us. Girl, please, y'all was just fine, okay? You had a Picasso in your house. Shut up. Just fine. And then mom had a good job. You was bused to a school that was, you know, a pretty good school, closer to your mama's job. I mean, I should tell she grew up middle class. I'm like, she pretty much grew up like me. Like, girl, my mom did the same stuff. You know, worked about the bootstraps, take her baby, and I lived a pretty good life. Just the fact of the matter. I didn't have no struggles. Like, girl, you didn't struggle. It's okay. You're middle class. I mean, that's what we want to see from somebody that's supposed to be the first black female president, but not in a way as you trying to put it. Like, it's so strange. It's, again, like she said, a character flaw.
While we hear rumors that his wife is on shopping sprees in Paris. Don't get me started on the fact that it is true that Zelensky was an actor, a well-known actor. He played the role, okay? President Zelensky played the role of a president on a TV show.
Y'all, it's so crazy because the first person that came to my mind was Roman Zelensky. Oh, Nikki, not right. The gag of it all.
Before he actually became the president of Ukraine. Are we joking? Are we joking? I have to ask that question. Yes, he was in the arts. There's photos of him dressed up in latex and dancing, and it's all very a lot.
Wait a minute. Oh my, I thought she should have just said disturbing because dancing in latex is crazy. What?
It's all very a lot, my friends. That's all I'll say about that. You have Justin Trudeau. You have Emmanuel Macron, how he met his husband. He was in drama. He was in the drama class of Brigitte Macron. And so I just don't like when I start to see people who I believe are dedicated communists, who I can trace back to a history of theater.
I don't want to say that woman is a communist or anything like that because I don't know that to be factual, but I know for a fact that she is performative, and I can't say that as a performer. As someone that is a thespian, as someone that is very performative, I love theater. Baby, this is why I do what I do. Okay, give me Wendy Williams, like how you doing. I'm here for all of that. Okay? I love the theater. I love the antics. I love the drama. I was most dramatic, baby. Most talkative. Biggest ego. Won. Seeing superlatives. Checked the yearbook. Took the pictures. Boom. Was there. That's me. To this day. That's why we make dollars and cents at this point. Because if them kids ain't know nothing, They knew that, and I know that's right.
Again, we don't have a confirmation that that's definitively him, but I would say all the signs point to yes. And we are continuing to investigate him and his relationship with Shia Malagopoulos because I believe that a lot of these marriages at this time, and again, this is a theory not yet proven, were just arranged marriages to get papers. That they had a goal of getting papers, they had a way of getting papers. Sometimes it was simply to have a child get papers, to have anchor babies that could get papers, whatever the system was.
I never even thought to think of that. Girl, say what now? Because what? It makes sense. Cause see, I don't have kids. I don't have to have these problems to even know this kind of stuff. But having a child can help you secure citizenship. Maybe, but not really.
It appears to me that we should be taking a close look at what was motivating all of these marriages and these marriage announcements. I can't find these marriage certificates, but I can always find a marriage announcement. Even that, to me, feels somewhat suspicious.
Right. Because, is y'all common law married or is y'all legally married? Biz say we can't find no legal marriage certificate. Now, wait a minute, because that's what I said. Did they make this family up? Because it seems very made up. Like, are these people even real? Because, first of all, she's a Decepticon. She got to be. I'm just stating my opinion. I state my opinions where they matter on my platform. But it's just giving Decepticon because it's just like she can't be real. Because, like, what we're going through cannot be real. Again, Joe don't even seem like he alive. It's just like, what's going on here?
We're suspicious, so we are definitely going to continue to investigate that. Those are just the updates that I have for you today. I'm going to take a pause there. Thank one of our sponsors at the Wellness Company because the world...
Okay. Okay, so I know that's right. Check the description. Be sure to check out any discount codes, affiliate links. You could always use them as commission, donation, all that kind of good stuff. It's greatly appreciated.
And use code Candace to save $30 plus free shipping right now. All right, guys, we got to talk about it because, like I said, apparently I'm Miss Cleo. Call the number on your screen now because I've been telling you now for 2 years, that they were planning World War III. I've never seen anything more obvious ever. Either I'm becoming more intuitive or they are just becoming this sloppy and this predictable. Something happened when Trump became president, and I just was able to see the media through a new lens, really, truly. That will forever be his greatest contribution, which was just fake news. And
She said that will forever be his greatest contribution. Fake news. I'm telling you, I love her. My kind of girl. My kind of girl. Now, I don't even know if oops. I lost Jolly. Because I'm like, I think the rest is just in regards to, yeah, I don't think anything is about Kamala, or anything like that. It's just about, yeah, the war. So y'all can definitely check out Candace's channel if y'all want to watch the rest. Ooh, there was a premiere. Oh, this was a live stream? It was a live stream. So there's a live chat. Wow. Somebody talking about MAGA. I know that's right. Now she needs a DNA test. I'm here for it. That is so funny. Honestly. Press secretary. Oh my goodness. Hater. Skamala. I think that's funny. Oh my gosh. Stop kissing the ring, folks. Good grief. That is good. No, for real. A white iris and black iris is a trip. Skamala. That's another one. And maybe her name is Iris because she's Irish. Because that's what I'm like, it seems all made up. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Wow. These people are funny in the comments. Somebody's talking about Mama must be glad that Candace wasn't around when he was running because, yeah, she definitely would have ate him up. Because he don't seem real either. Yeah, that's why I say he was definitely the start of all this. So let me be the first to officially demand you be awarded the Pulitzer Prize in journalism for your outstanding work. Because I'm like, I really like her. Yeah, and the fact that she's even doing all this journalism, this research, all this kind of stuff is greatly appreciated. And shout out to us. We live in the chat. I know that's right. I know that's right. Shout out to everybody that's tuned in live. Be sure that you like, subscribe. If you're watching the live replay, just know that you're greatly appreciated too. Because I'm like, I know that's right. Thank you, YouTube. You know, it's all love, baby. That's what I like to see. So someone says, please post a family tree graphic of what Kamala is claiming versus what you have found. I need a visual map of this family. That would be good. Someone said, "Don't ever apologize for being for America first." Ooh, I know that's right. Every American should be, and that's literally what it's about. You see, it ain't even that much to argue about. Somebody talking about my family always come first. Talking about we are a part of the American family, or at least we should be. Cause baby, well, why would you even think that? Like what? Somebody talking about, I agree, but okay, child, yeah, understood. What? Exactly, because you know what? Name another country on this planet other than us that isn't about their citizens first and foremost. America is the only one I can name that care more and bends over backwards for everyone else except their. That's very true. And that's why I'm like, yeah, baby, they got to go. Joe, you got to go. Hey, take scamming love with you, cause y'all scammed us. Get out. To the left. Exit says left. Where y'all came from. Hey, don't bring the shit. Cause we don't need that. Yeah, vote right, y'all. Vote right. Somebody said I was born and raised in Zimbabwe, Africa, and and I'm whiter than a ghost. Oh, she was born in Zimbabwe, Africa, and she's whiter than a ghost. So hearing someone saying they're black because you grew up in Jamaica is making me rethink my skin color. She is so funny. Because again, just because you were born somewhere does not make you anything else. Like she said, she's just a white African, just like we have white Americans, black Americans. They're black Africans. They're white Africans. She's just a white one. And I'm glad we are here to have this discussion and understanding. Someone said an Indian here from India. With this Indian context, BTW, yes, we definitely love your work, Candace. Kamalaya's mother belongs to a very high class bureaucratic family, so marrying someone outside of your religion, caste, race in that era was extremely unlikely, especially for someone like, ooh, her mother. Not to mention, marrying a black person would be absolutely impossible because of racism had been prevalent in India as well. So I completely believe Kamalayar's dad not being black rather than Irish, Indian, Hindu, since he looks, oh, and that could be that Indian that's making him darker. Yes. Yes. Irish, Indian, yes. Because like she said, they would need to be together. Okay. Okay. So I see a lot of old, yeah, I could definitely see old Indian man see in real life here, especially in the South Indians. The communist part also seems so interesting because in the 20th century, especially post independence, communism was especially popular in India, okay, owing to the closeness to the Soviet Union. And even today, some of the most beautiful, influential. Okay, first of all, it doesn't say beautiful. Where did I make that up at? I don't know where I got that from. Lord have mercy. Some of the most influential and powerful political parties in India, especially South India, the region Kamalaya's mom belongs to are hardcore, I mean, it's parties with hardcore, okay, communist ideologies. Even though the head of the state, Kamalaya's mother is from, has literally changed his name to stop. Wow. That's crazy. Nah, he's stalling. That's crazy. Totally personal opinion, but I absolutely believe Kamala's dad not being black at all, but Irish Hindu with maybe some Indian and ancestry, because that's always more believable, especially when you know the family background and social class and status of Kamala's mom and the Indian society and mentality during the 20th century. And I could definitely believe that. P.S. As a non American, I find it insane. This isn't mainstream news in your country. I follow global news, ooh, okay, especially American news, very closely. And to find no one talking about this is almost a culture shock because had it been any other country, they would have had a huge media run all across all the news 24/7. But there's something going on, yeah, that's very strange here. And that's why it's like, baby, please act like Jesus is the lamb that was slain. And we need the light, okay? We need all the goodness and all that good stuff to come on back. So that Brigitte woman they talk about must be sleeping better since Hugh turns your sights on. Come a liar. Okay, child. This people in actual journalism. It hasn't been seen for a long time. It's something that you will never see on TV on your favorite morning paper, yeah, because they lie. I mean, that's their job. Their job is to sell out, and they get paid to do it. And that's why I love my platform, and I thank y'all. I'm like, tune in, no ass skipping, don't skip no ass. So all your friends to come tune in, okay? And it says Kamala is going to punch the air every single time she shares a Janet Jackson song for the rest of her life, or every time, yeah. Every time she hears a Janet. Yeah. Because, girl, why would you play with Janet? Judge O'Brien also said Kamala slept her way to the top. That's what he said. And that's why I heard that clip before. Because that's why he kept saying again. Because that's why I'm like, I've heard him talk about her before in that manner. And that's what it was. That's what he said. And what he got to lie for? What does he have to lie for? Exactly. Someone said, Candace, did you know that when you were young that you were going to be one of the best investigative reporters ever? Aw, that is so sweet because I feel like maybe she did know. Aw, she said, nope. Ooh, and that's me. Exceedingly nosy. Amen. Amen. That's why I'm like, she's just a truth seeker. She's nosy, and that's why I'm like, yeah, because y'all know I'm nosy. That's why I'm like, baby, what are the facts of the matter? Bring on the facts. Says she's a real treasure to America. God's angels protect you. Amen. 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 Someone says, as genealogist for 30 years, I think it's awesome you are tackling this. I've been playing along and looking at the documents. You are certainly onto something. There's something off here. Oh, not the genealogist. Hold on, let me see what the genealogist got to say. If you are a genealogist, please explain how two wide recessive that are people, Corey and Candace, can make a melanated baby. Donald Harris with afro hair. Easy. That's part of the conspiracy. Play all day. What do you mean? Plus, so many people have super curly hair. True. Someone's talking about defensive. Oh my God. Someone says this wasn't a rabbit hole. This is a full cave system. Oh my goodness. Unbelievable how the media won't talk about this. Yeah. God continue to bless and protect this woman. Increasingly one of the most important journalists on this planet. Like I said, I'm definitely growing to really become a fan of Miss Candace. And so I'm like, Candace is definitely my type of girl. She deals with the facts. And I come to live chat and react to them because, girl, that's exactly what I'm here for as well. Like I said, there are some other videos on her channel that I would highly recommend you watching. I do have some clips on my community wall. I do want to go ahead and share them. Oops, that's not what I was trying to do. But I do want to go ahead and share them since we are already here. I'm like, tune into the community wall. Again, shout out to everybody that's tuned in live. But go to my community wall, and I did post some clips from Candace Owens, other videos that I watched. And yeah, I would just recommend y'all to tune in. That's why I'm like, we could play this one. I should have played the bottom
Black
line.
America, listen to me. I'm speaking directly to you because I am not playing around either.
You hear what she said? Because I am not playing around either. And this is specifically for you. You, my number ones. Okay? Please. People. Pay attention, people. Okay? It's giving Nicki Minaj, pay attention, please. Okay? Listen.
I am absolutely giddy today, you guys. I did it. I spoke to Kamala's.
Well, that's not what I was trying to do. What happened to my clip? Go back. Okay, so try this again.
Black America, listen to me. I'm speaking directly to you because I am not playing around either. If I catch you voting for this woman, I'm going to haunt you. I'm going to haunt you in your dreams. There will be nowhere that you can go where I will not haunt you. This is just, we have to come together. At some point in society, we have to come together to declare this unacceptable. Like, I don't care where you sit on the spectrum. This is the most not okay thing that I have ever seen in the history of politics. This is how she's shoring up black votes. She's going around talking about collard greens, putting in fake pictures of her uncles and aunties that are black, while conveniently ignoring all of her aunties and uncles that are white. And people are just eating this up. Eating this up. Let me find that woman that was like, okay, to all that vinegar put into her. Okay, let me find her. I'm going to haunt her. I promise you that. But Black America, listen to me. I'm speaking directly.
And that's just that on that. Like I said, it's said with love. But it's definitely that on 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 that. And like I said, it's on my community wall. I would, like I said, just advise you to check out Candace Owens' channel just in general. I feel like she is amazing at what she does. I love the way she presents the facts. I love the way she brings the information. I love the way she gives it to you just cut and dry. It's no games, it's no gimmicks. Again, it's just straight facts. And how could you hate on that? I mean, there's literally nothing to hate on about that. So for me, that gives me, again, I love her because I feel like there are so many people that are eating this whole Kramala, Kamalier, Skamala, whatever we're calling her. They're eating her up. And that is very scary for me because, like I said, I'm also on the internet and I see people that don't even know the difference between basic homonyms. I see people that don't comprehend basic memes. I mean, and then get defensive and argumentative. I mean, like I said, this is something that I've been dealing with since for certain when I was in my freshman year of college. Yes. Again, I've told this story so many times about how I went to college and I started over the summer. So I started making some friends over the summer. And then by the time fall came in, this is when like the rest of the high school kids came into the fall season. And my friends that I had made over the summer were hanging out with my friends that are not here for the fall. And one of them were just like, why do you hang out with this one particular girl? Because she is so dumb. And I was like, honestly, I thought I was the only person that knew. And then one day, like I said, because I said this story before, she pissed me off one day. And I was just like, and just what we were arguing about, I was just like, girl, I'm not even going to argue with you because you are dumb. And I just had to let her know. She was just like, no, I'm not. And I was just like, wow, that's when it dawned on me. When people are dumb, they don't know that they're dumb because they believe that they're not dumb. And again, like I said, I've been dealing with this since my freshman year of college. So that was definitely 2010. And ever since then, I've just been looking at things for what it was. Just like, wow, people are dumb. It just exposed my whole, I'm not dumb. So I didn't, I didn't know that's how that world operates. But when I saw it for what it was, I was just like, wow, look at all this stupidity that we have to deal with. And these people are dead set on believing that they are not only smart, but intelligent. And not only intelligent, but are correct. And a matter of fact and certainty. And here lies Kamala, Kamalaya, Skamala, Skamalaya, whatever you want to call her. Because I'm going to call her all of those things because what I said, like I said, is criminally offensive to lie the way that she does. I do not appreciate it. And I want y'all to know that if y'all decide to let this woman put our lives further down than it is, I'm going to always have something to say about it. So vote right. And that's all I really have to say about that. I'm like, and that's pretty much where I end at with that. And that's pretty much going to end this live because, like I said, I just wanted to bring y'all that today. And we are almost 2 hours into this live. So I do just want to go ahead and we can go ahead and end our poll and say our Course in Miracles because our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? Who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightening about shrinking so that others won't feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine, as God's children do. We are born to make manifest the glory of God within us, and it's not just in some of us, it's in each and every one of us. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give others permission to do the same. And as we are liberated from our own fears, our presence automatically liberates others. With that being said, good people, be good, be great, spread love because that's what a real mom do. Keep it gangster and look out for your people because that's what real gangsters do. Y'all know it's all love, baby. I'm KD and I'm about to check out. I'm your divine cosmic cousin, divine cosmic cheerleader, divine sister in Christ, okay? Y'all know if nobody loves you, God loves you, Jesus loves you, and I love you if you love them. So I would advise you to tune in, tap in, okay? I'll be back daily because y'all know I got to show up for myself as God shows up for us because you know faith without works is dead. So I'll be back every day. So tell your mamas, your daddies, your aunties, your uncles, your brothers, your sisters, everybody that you know, everybody that you see. Come hang out with GOD and KD Live Daily. Okay? And it looks like we have 100% in love with Miss Candace Owens. And that's why I love y'all, okay? So, kisses and toodles. KD is out.